Kira is low. Kira's down, but the core is low as well. That's Urel to fall. Danny's still working, 12%. There's Greymane, there's Brightwing, and the core is saved at 10% health. Red, oh my gosh, Red is tearing through the members of Bronze 6. Somehow Ferret's gonna survive. Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator. Today we've got an NGS Division C East matchup, which has been dubbed the Battle of Ontario by at least one player on this team. We've got Hardstuck Support Group taking on ReGen Rebel tonight in our best of 3. Teams are in the lobby. We're getting ready to go here. We've got the co-catter on hand. Let them know that I'm all set. They can go at their leisure. Hope you're having an excellent evening. Getting ready for Easter weekend if you're one that partakes, or if you're one that at least partakes in having a long weekend from work. All the best to you. Let's get over to that map select. Take a look at what's going on here. Cursed Hollow, Dragonshire, Sky Temple, and Volskaya Foundry are our bans today. And we're going to be going to Infernal Shrines for our map number 1. Let's get into it. Draft number 1 is underway here. Hardstuck Support Group winning the coin flip, valiantly choosing first pick for our first game. We're getting pretty late here in the season. There's a lot of data out there about these teams, so I'm expecting probably not a lot of differences in the early bans for each of our games tonight. But it's all dependent on map, and it's all dependent on who shows on the enemy team. I know ReGen Rebel is a team that tends to rotate their members in and out between maps. So you gotta watch out to see who's actually over there before you start banning things away. Stukov gonna be our opening ban though. Always a rabble-rouser in those team fights, shutting down any sort of frontline action. Anduin, the ban here from ReGen Rebel. Always the one who saves. One aggressive support, one defensive support banned off the top. See if those healers keep being reduced or if there's another prime pick that needs consideration in the ban category here. Hardstuck Support Group getting rid of the Sonya off the top. Looks like removing some of the more aggressive options in Stukov and Sonya. We'll see if Hardstuck Support Group is going to try for that more defensive style comp, as we see Johanna banned away. Of course, many different ways you can play Infernal Shrines. You just gotta pick one and stick with it. Omar G opening up with Vala here. Generalist, strong assassin. Good one to pick off the top. ReGen Rebel, have the double pick here. Usually Vala likes to keep enemies at a specific distance, so anything with a gap close is going to be something Vala's not a fan of. And Junkrat can not so much gap close, but stay completely out of range, which is definitely something he would like here. Belravia going for the Rhaegar, always nice to have an early cleanse available. And of course, throwing down that slowing totem at range is a stronger engage tool than you might expect. Hardstuck Support Group looking to pick alongside this Vala here. Lucio Blaze going to be the choice here for Ali G and Syl. A-tier picks all across the board here. Nothing too out of the ordinary so far. We'll have to see if that Blaze is going to be a main tank or an off lane. Generally, we see the Blaze in the off lane, but some teams are willing to put Blaze in that main tank role and can definitely do some work. Kael'thas will be the ban from ReGen Rebel. Kael'thas does tend to make appearances here on Infernal Shrines just because everyone tends to be grouped up on the objective. It's easy to cover flanks with that flame strike. Throw it around the living bomb can cause some chaos. Hard stuck support group. They're looking at the Junkrat. They're looking at the Rhaegar. See if maybe they want to remove another strong offlaner here. Gonna be Zagara banned out. Okay. Interesting choice. Zagara can definitely sneak away to the side lanes and do a lot of work against towers if you're not paying attention. Beastrend gonna go for the Jaina here, so Jaina Junkrat gonna be the damage profile as Cawthon goes for the Garrosh. Okay. So it looks like ReGen Rebel gonna be trying to bring targets into the back so Lucio has to overextend for a save. I like that plan. Ooh, last Malkir. 3 consecutive streams. Thanks for being here, buddy. Random Engineer. Ooh, now things are getting tricky. We've got a Gazlowe Abathur coming out for Hardstuck support group. So we've got kind of a double frontline bruiser type setup in the Blaze Gazlowe. Abathur going to be supporting whoever with the hat. All 4 targets are honestly pretty good with the Abathur hat here, so there's no one to really single out if you're ReGen Rebel. Meow Cat's on the last pick, looking for some offlane. Gonna be a Ragnaros. Okay, Ragnaros to counter the continuous push of Abathur. I'm guessing this is gonna be a Lava Wave, unless they want that extra CC follow-up onto the Garrosh throws with Sulfurous Smash. That's definitely a play you could make as well. Interesting. Okay. Comps are set. Let's get ready for our game 1. Here we go. Game number 1 on the left in the blue, it is Hard Stuck Support Group. Random Engineer on the Gazlowe, Smackloud playing Abathur, Omar G on Vala, Syl is playing the Blaze, and Ali G is on Lucio. On the right in the red, we have ReGen Rebel, Meow Cats on the Ragnaros, Velaravia on Rhaegar, Lunatic is playing Junkrat, Cawthon on the Garrosh, and Beastrend is playing Jaina. Game number 1 is underway. Taking a look at our level 1 talents, we do have the party mix here for Lucio, stacking up to, I believe, 480. Vala still holding that level 1. See if which quest it's going to be. Cawthon looking for a throw here on the side. Gets the stun onto Random Engineer. Does have the long throw talent on level 1. Which can sometimes mess up your combo, but it does get you a lot of extra distance in throwing people over the shrine sort of geography. Vala did ultimately go for the Q quest, looking to stack that up on level 1. So now, lane split shall commence. Abathur going to be holding down the middle lane for now, spawning those locusts in. Ragnaros can double soak, does have the wave clear to do it, but is a little bit vulnerable to gank attempts. Even in a solo lane, Ragnaros can be a little bit vulnerable there. So it's going to be up to ReGen Rebel to really keep an eye on the rotations of Hard Stuck support group here to make sure that Ragnaros doesn't get picked off in between lanes. Cawthon going to hold the top side here as Lunatic scouts onto the left camp. Jaina can help get that clear, no problem. As Blaze double soaking in the mid for the moment. Oh, Omar G is actually just moved over there by the Junkrat mine. Cawthon following up with the throw, and ReGen Rebel is going to lock in the first blood of this match. All of a sudden, Vala was halfway across the lane there. Nice pickup from Lunatic. They'll take their prize of the bottom Khazra camp. This Meow Cat's going to match Syl in the top lane. Back to full strength now as Hardstuck support group. They're just moving around, letting Abathur do some hat soaking, letting Blaze cover the lanes. Meow Meow Cat's gonna hit the well and double back. Get this bruiser camp started. Still doing the same thing here on the left. Good macro timings from our teams today. Random Engineer, ooh, gotta watch out. Nice scout there with the turret to dismount Cawthon. Could still go for... Yes, Adrenaline Stim Pack was chosen, so that will help Blaze in clearing away these camps a little bit quicker. So our first shrine in the top lane going to be an Arcane Shrine, just activating now. We'll see if the double healer style of Hardstuck support group allows them to hold their own on this shrine. Cawthon looking for a throw, is going to put Syl into the back, repositioned by Junkrat. Big jet propulsion though, but Syl is being body blocked with nowhere to go. That is Blaze going down. Beastrand almost killed in kind, but managed to kite away there. Omar G getting shielded by that hat. So far, no one able to click the shrine just yet. So far, MVP, I'd say, is going to Lunatic. The repositions to break the formation of Hardstuck support group have been very, very strong so far. Blaze is on the way back here. ReGen Rebel taking a minion lead. LEG thrown over the top there, manages to get the hard push away. Nice counter stun by Syl. Now Cawthon is in the mix here, taking a little bit of extra damage. Random Engineer gets caught by the burst of Jaina. Veloravia, oh, less than 10 health, but gets behind the wall. LEG nearly locking up that kill. That's another one here for ReGen Rebel, up to 3 kills now. If they look to just throw in those grenades and get some last hits on these minions. Cawthon on the low side, going to be pushed off there by LEG. Didn't quite get the stun combo there, as there was a little terrain in the way. Looks like ReGen Rebel has this wrapped up here, though. Arcane Punisher going to be going over to the red team for our first objective. Looks like Meow Meow Cat's getting ready to split off Abathur. Holding down some of that hat soak in the meantime, allowing Syl to remain in the top lane. Nice job here by Hardstuck support group getting this Punisher clear over the wall so they can take it down safely. Solid defense here for our first one. Ragnaros on the bottom side. Ooh, Cawthon's looking for a target here. Omar G is going to be thrown over the top and stunned. Vault out, not enough. Vala goes down. Great job there by Cawthon, warding that rotation. Camps are up once again here. We see Meow Meow Cat soloing the bottom side as other members of ReGen Rebel grabbing the right. I'd love to see them invade here onto the left side, at least post up and see if they can get another throw. With those two camps taken, Hardstuck support group probably a little bit wary about just walking over onto their camp. Lunatic gonna scout this out. Couple mines. Going to hang out over that trap. Now 10s are here for ReGen Rebel. Now they feel like they can come across pretty safely. We've got the Warlord's Challenge, Ancestral Healing, Riptire, Lava Wave, and the Summon Water Elemental. 10s are also in for Hardstuck support group, looking at the Ultimate Evolution, Gravo Bomb, High Five, Rain of Vengeance, and Bunker. Cawthon looking for a way to throw someone juicy. Looking at Random Engineer. Just staying scary here on the edge. The rest of the team ready to go. Cawthon, there's the throw. It's going to be on to Gazlowe to start. Big taunt in the mix here, but Cawthon taking a lot of damage in kind. Still, Random Engineer being targeted. Gets the shielding and gets inside the bunker. Beastrend in trouble, will receive the Ancestral Healing. Nice timing there from Velaravia. Ult's flying, but no one goes down. All the while, Lava Wave going bot as Ragnaros did pick up this Shaman camp for the top lane. ReGen Rebel continuing to post up here in the mid. Hardstuck support group. Just doing what they can to hold this mid lane. The Frozen Punisher will be here next. I'm waiting for the first big team fight where we see the ultimate evolution come out. That, I think, is going to be the big hallmark for Hardstuck support group, if they can get a big kill during that window. Cawthon riding across here, looking for one, is going to throw Syl onto the backside. Gravel Bomb, though, is going to hit everybody. Huge stun from Vala. That is Jaina down. Junkrat is next. Lucio killed in kind, though. Rhaegar goes down. Ragnaros low on the bottom side. Unbelievable combo. Random Engineer with the Gravo Bomb gathers up everybody. Cawthon. Oh no. Smackloud in trouble here. One more shot. Oh, that was the... that was the Abathur clone. I was like, what happened? Oh my gosh, I just completely went wide-eyed on that one. I was like, oh my gosh, Blaze totally overstepped. It was Abathur. It was Abathur. Hardstuck support group, no problem picking up this objective. Only one more to go here. Cawthon in trouble here, gets the throw taunt. Still has plenty of health and will go back to full with the Ancestral Healing. And the last Hardstuck support group is going to get their own objective to push through the mid. Lava Wave keeping up the pressure in the top lane. Uh-oh, Beastrend is actually forward there and tanked that one. Ragnaros going to take a few of these shots from the objective. Big stun there from Ragnaros onto 3. It's the Punisher being warded away there by Lunatic. Nice job by ReGen Rebel. Solid defense here in the mid. Hardstuck support group trying to lay a trap here on the right. They do have ults available. Here comes Cawthon. He is going to scout this out. Gravo Bomb is going to land onto 2 here. Full combo, but they aren't able to get through Cawthon's health just yet. Meow Meow Cats moves away. Cawthon's still living. Meow Meow Cat's not going to be so lucky though, as the double blaze gets the kill. Beastrend in the mix of things gets pushed back into enemy territory. Jaina goes down. All of a sudden, Hardstuck support group have completely turned things around post level 10. No forts down just yet, but we are getting there. Structures are softening up. Cawthon fishing there. Not going to catch anyone on the stun. Right now, Jaina rejoining the battlefield here. Going to be looking for the next Cawthon throw. Lunatic just going to use the Riptire to create a little bit of space. Save some of this fort health as Hardstuck support group grabs their own Khazra and just refocuses on the mid. Big flank coming on through. Garrosh wants to find a target. Decides not to go after Syl. Hardstuck support group have the initiative on the wave clear right now. Ragnaros going to try to reclaim some of that with the Lava Wave bot. Right now, Jaina on the top right camp here for ReGen Rebel. So a lot of the bursts not available in the bottom lane right now. Ragnaros going to become a structure here just to ward any further push. Easter End going to finish up this camp in preparation for the next objective, as both teams now have their 16s. Abathur keeping the top lane pushing here, but that Shaman camp's going to be tough to break. Next Shrine is going to be active in the top lane as Syl is thrown away by Cawthon. Random Engineer is slowed here. Oh, great bomb placement. There's a turnaround. Syl not going to get the hit onto Lunatic. Taunt comes out from Cawthon. Double Blaze once again here as Smackloud is going to be pretty quickly taken away. Oh, still going though. 3 are caught in the double stun combo. Rhaegar goes down. That's Garrosh next. Wow, these gravel bombs are just not being spread out enough by ReGen Rebel. They're gonna have to make some adjustments here going into the late game, or else Random Engineer is gonna keep on rocking them with that ult. How you doing, Bran Flakes? Right now, Shrine is active. Hardstuck support group on the back of that double kill can pretty much do whatever they'd like on the map right now. Splitting between the camp and the objective. Garrosh and Rhaegar on the way back. As Ragnaros catching some side soak. Hardstuck support group a significant lead right now. Looks like ReGen Rebel not interested in walking in here. And there it is, next objective on the way. Right now, Ragnaros is split off for ReGen Rebel, trying to catch up on some experience. Is Garrosh going to get the bait there with Indomitable? Lava Wave to try and create some space here in the mid. Looks like the fort should go down here. Oh, it is being baited away from the structure. There we go. That will secure it. A few skill shots coming out from Hardstuck support group. Because now they're looking to lock up the mid as well. Should be no problem. Look at that. 2 forts off that play. ReGen Rebel, see if they want to rumble here on one of these camps. Right now, staying together. Running straight at the bottom camp here. Hardstuck support group. Decides to go for their top left. Abathur binds being cleared away here by ReGen Rebel. This Hardstuck support group trying to soak out their level 20s. Cawthon looking for an opportunity here, not going to find one onto Syl. Need to be cleared away. Hardstuck support group. Love to see them just force their hand onto this bottom fort. Looks like that's what they're going to try to do. Syl just going to use that crossfire, step up there, tank a couple shots, and the last fort goes down. ReGen Rebels sticking together here are going to go for this top side fort. They're still about 3/4 of a level away from 20. But now Hardstuck support group, they seem happy as anything. They just go for the base trade right now. They've got the minions, ReGen Rebel. They've got Lava Wave. Can use some turrets there to tank a few shots. Abathur so far doing a good job of not accidentally sitting in Lava Wave. So now both teams do have their 20s. ReGen Rebel, we'll see if they've got a power spike here. Or if Hardstuck support group is just going to run away with this. Everything on the map taken. Top left camped in 30 seconds here. Next objective getting ready to be in the mid lane will be an Arcane Punisher. Getting ready to go here. Now both teams just getting their lanes in parity. We'll prepare for our next objective phase. Looks like they're going to split off towards the top side here. It is going to open up a flank opportunity for ReGen Rebel. We'll see if they can grab someone on the edge here. Lunatic coming across. Just a little siege. Cawthon looking for something. Runs into Syl first, not going to throw Blaze. Shrine is active. It is teamfight time. We'll see if Abathur is going to come out early. Oh, big combo from Beastrand onto Random Engineer. Lucio comes in with the save. Cawthon throwing away the pack. Trying to get these minions down. Ali G nearly caught by Beastrand once again. Syl with a huge connection. That is Ice Block coming on out. Is that going to be enough for the save? There's the throw from Cawthon. Beastrand will survive. Ali G lives as well as another huge combo onto ReGen Rebel, stunning everybody, but no one went down this time. ReGen Rebel, a little bit low. Velaravia nearly picked off there by Omar G. These bomb tosses creating a lot of space here. Because we're now about even. Ragnarok's going to start throwing in some abilities here, trying to get these last hits. Junkrat throwing in a few as well, but Hardstuck support group just taking over this objective. Uh-oh. Omar G is repositioned. That is going to be Lucio with the save, though. Cawthon is caught out. Is just going to be perma-stunned here. Garrosh goes down as Hardstuck support group is looking for more. Beastrand managing to barely get away. Oh, nearly got a big pop there onto Omar G, but did not get it. Next Punisher. Getting ready to come on through. Here's the jump over the wall onto Beastrand. Cryptire creating some space there. ReGen Rebel wants to save this keep if they can. Hardstuck support group getting ready to move forward though. Abathur clone has been used as two are hit by the jump. Meow Meow Cats, oh no, is going to get hit by the bomb toss twice. That is Ragnaros going down. Garrosh is still down for 15 seconds. Hardstuck support group, can they find more picks here? Beastrand barely gets away from the jet propulsion. Garrosh is about to be back. Omar G is locked in. They might try to take this victory right here. Core shielding is gone and they are firing away, but here comes Garrosh. Can Cawthon make something happen? He's going to throw Syl away. Beastrand with a huge combo, but Gravel Bomb onto 3. There's the Rain of Vengeance to follow it up. Syl is there as well. Rhaegar goes down as the core goes past 40%. These teamfight combos have been supreme here from Hardstuck support group as they wrap up the core and take game number 1. GG. Very cool turnaround there in game number 1. ReGen Rebel looking super strong up until level 10, but then all of a sudden the heroics come online and Hardstuck support group get the big time team fight victories and take game number 1. Let's go to the post game. Omar G on the Vala. 61,000 hero damage coming on out for Hardstuck support group. Over on ReGen Rebel, Lunatic on the Junkrat, over 72,000 hero damage. All said and done. We'll take a look at the talents here as we update the scoreboard and prepare ourselves for game number 2. See that we are going to Towers of Doom here for game number 2. Never go wrong with the old Towers of Doom. What can I say? You know what this scene needs? This scene needs a cat can. I'm gonna just do that right now. Where's that cat cam? Copy. Paste. Put that right over there. Bam. Why not? Why not have a little cat cam? Not that we have any cats to cam right now, but I was just looking over at the map screen thinking, you know what? Why not just keep showing cats at all times? Looks like the readies are starting to come on out. I'll bring it back to me for a second. Alrighty. Getting ready here. Towers of Doom for game number 2. ReGen Rebel swapped out a few members here. Frostman, Pat, and Taco have entered the arena. So we'll see if there's any change in the ban strategy here from Hardstuck Support Group. As they are once again going to be first pick. Towers of Doom. Trying to think if there's a hero from the last game that you still want to control here. Gazlo probably not going to be a priority unless they run some kind of Gazlo tank. No, it's not impossible to do. Sonya's still on the top of the ban charts here for Hardstuck Support Group. There goes Johanna once again. If I'm Hardstuck Support Group, I'm probably... Yeah, Lunatic's still in. I'm probably banning Junkrat there. Just because, at least in the first half of that game number 1, Lunatic was absolutely popping off with those concussion mines. But we'll see what they think for their top ban here. Gonna get rid of Tahaka, okay. Tahaka does do good work here on Towers of Doom. Join fights suddenly. Can't be dismounted on rotations. A lot of good things about the Dino. Once again, Anduin to be banned here by ReGen Rebel. Honestly, I'm just picking Vala first again. I'm not sure if Hardstuck Support Group's got something else they're thinking. Were I them, I would just go, yeah, give me that Vala again. And there it is. Omar G in the place to be. ReGen Rebel going back to that Junkrat Frostman Pat locking it in this time, as Lunatic goes for the Lucio. Could be a little roll swapperoo. I'm not sure which... I imagine Taco going to be tanking here. Though you never know. Because Coffin was tanking last time. Lunatic was on DPS last time. They're showing a different 5 here, so... They may have some roles to swap. Hardstuck Support Group going to grab up that Stukov. Was banned away last game. Smackloud goes for the Li Ming. Li Ming Vala, very high damage duo. Though will require a lot of babysitting there from Stukov in terms of health. Please will be banned away by ReGen Rebel. Would definitely have been a solid option there for Hardstuck Support Group, just using the bunker to help shield Vala and Li Ming a little bit more. Hardstuck Support Group, they're looking at Lucio Junkrat, some heavy displacement between those two heroes available. Gonna get rid of Malthael. Okay, I mean, Malthael's strong roamer here on Towers of Doom, can move quickly between lanes. Trying to think if We should have been more worried about a Zool or a Malthael. I mean, neither... I guess Zool has the point-and-click route, which is fine, but, I mean, if Zool actually gets back to Vala Li Ming, I'd be surprised here. Taco pick in May, and the most unsurprising pick of the century. Meow Meow Cats goes for Asmodan. Asmodan Junkrat, gonna be the damage profile. Super long-range setup from ReGen Rebel here. Hard stuck support group. Now they've got that disruptive tank across from them. See what their front line is going to look like. Anubarak, Leoric. The choices here for Random Engineer and Syl. Okay. Anubarak, of course, has the shielding to try to deal with the constant Asmodan bombs. Leoric strong on the roam. Cawthon with last pick here. Will take that Zool to try to match the speed of Leoric going in between lanes. There's a ton of raw damage on both teams here. The scaling is a little later for ReGen Rebel, but there's going to be just huge damage numbers this game. That's my prediction. We'll see who weathers the storm better. Let's do it. Game number 2. On the left in the blue, it is Hard Stuck Support Group. Ali G on the Stukov, Smackloud on Li Ming, Omar G on the Vala, Syl is playing Leoric, and Random Engineer on the Anubarak.
The battle begins.
On the right in the red, ReGen Rebel. Frostman Pat is on the Junkrat. Meow Meow Cats playing Asmodan. Lunatic on Lucio. Cawthon is playing Zool. And Taco on the May.
Let the battle begin.
Battle of Ontario has been called at the start of game number 2. Asmodan going for the Gluttony here. Getting extra cooldown reduction off of hitting heroes. Vala and Anubarak still holding their choices. Gonna be auto attack quest here for Omar G this game. Zool getting up to the top lane here. Leoric going to match. This Meow Meow Cat's getting a couple hits on that Globe of Annihilation. Rotation coming on down. Going to be interrupted there by Lunatic. Right now, some good poke and some good scouting information going on these rotations for both teams. Looks like Syl having a little bit of trouble there versus Cawthon. Zool getting ahead on the rotations for now. It is tough to beat a Zool on speed, but Zool is definitely more prone to being ganked than Leoric, so we'll see if Hard Stuck Support Group is going to try to leak out to the mid and use that Anubarak to harry the rotations of ReGen Rebel here. Overall, it's not a huge deal for Leoric. I mean, the way that XP globes are now, being late to the lane a little bit is not a huge deal. As long as you're catching the waves before they hit the wall. But it looks like Leoric's going to come on down. It's going to be a full-on camp invade. Random Engineer blown into the background. Taco going to re-engage there onto the front, and Anubarak taking the hits. Cawthon coming through. Not going to commit the Bone Prison. Oh, there it is. Syl is going to be rooted. Do they have enough damage? They do. Leoric goes down as first blood. Angry Godoward, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome, friend. Thanks for stopping on by. Gugolis, thank you so much for the follow as well. Right now, 64 stacks for Asmodan in the early going. Vala's on 26 with the auto attack quest that stacks up for infinity. No other invades to be had. Both teams just going to get their sapper camps out, no problem. As our first altar phase is getting ready to activate. We'll see if there will be an honorable trade on the top side or if there will be some shenanigans. Right now, just looking like both sides getting their channels in. So the action will be here on the bottom side. Random Engineer thrown back into the lane as Taco. Nice reposition, but the Unstoppable from Anubarak is enough to get Random Engineer back to safety. Taco way in the mix here. Just hanging out, knows that they can get back to safety. Nice blink away there by Smackloud. Because now everyone is partying down here on the low side. Cawthon taking a lot of hits there from Syl. Nice Drain Hope damage. LEG is going to be stunned there. Pushed back by Lunatic. One more auto, that'll be it. Stukov goes down. The extra zoom out. That's a good caster trick when you're trying to watch the two lanes. This is the in-game view. This is what you see when you're a player. You get nothing. Then you get the caster, and then you get the super caster view. I don't like to stay out in super zoom for too long, though. That gets a little impersonal. Right now, still hanging out on the low side, 4v4. Sappers should be coming up fairly soon, 45 seconds on those. As the poke battle continues. I did just hear a Seeker there from Smackloud, taking the Seeker on 7. When you've got the Anubarak pinpoint engages there, target should stay still for long enough for Seeker to get good value. Boss is now available as we've reached the 5-minute mark. Both teams just kinda chilling. Big chilling here on the bottom side. Next single altar getting ready to activate. Sapper camps are up. ReGen Rebel doing theirs on the right here. Random Engineer coming across once again, trying to get a Lunatic. Now doesn't really have a way out. Gonna be rooted. Point goes over to ReGen Rebel. Is that the long grab on Leo? Yeah, Hopelessness. Increased Drain Hope range by 25%. Looking for Meow Meow Cats' hard stuck support group. They do not get the pull onto Asmo. Zool able to finish off that channel here for ReGen Rebel, putting some extra shots into the core. Guess the big time brawl continues in the bottom lane. Speaking of the damage I mentioned earlier, we can check out the hero damage here. Right now, Vala and Asmodan on top for their respective teams. That's definitely a good sign for ReGen Rebel. Normally, Asmodan damage, you do like 80% of your damage in the last 20% of the game. But to be on top at this point is a very, very good sign. Crossman Pat just slowly whittling down that wall with those grenades. ReGen Rebel has their 10s here. We're looking at the Tide, was that Pool of Sin? Tide of Sin? Riptire, Sound Barrier, Avalanche, and Poison Nova. Hardstuck support group, they're about to have 10s of their own here. Taco wants to start this camp steal, but they've got to worry about the 10s of their opponents now. We've got Disintegration Beam, Entomb, Rain of Vengeance, Cocoon. Stukov going to go for the Flailing Swipe. It's Random Engineer into the back. Syl is going to trap Crossman Pat, but the rest of the team is a little bit far away here. Leoric is going to be the first to go down as Lunatic hits that Sound Barrier. LEG thrown away by the Avalanche. It's a long silence there onto 2. Lunatic finally able to push away. That is trouble for Random Engineer. The auto attacks keep on coming. Taco wants to keep the chase alive. They get the kill onto Leo, but that is about all. All the while, though, Zool is split off and is going to grab both the channels on the top side. Taco with a stun onto 3 as Random Engineer re-engages. Hardstuck support group are looking for more. They're not going to be able to catch May or Lucio. That is 8 more shots into the core as Cawthon was able to just move away and take those uncontested. Sappers are up once again. Taco peeking in there, but just scouting, just scouting. Be a simple trade. Zool going full blue build right now. See if it is going to be that blue 13. Right now, Asmodan finished with the level 1 up to 217 stacks on the baseline quest. Vala stacking up towards 87 and counting. Taco, got to watch out for that growing infestation. Going to be burned down pretty quickly there. Li Ming couldn't quite get the Seeker damage on that last throw. And Taco survives. The ships once again passing in the night between lanes. There hasn't really been a concerted effort from either team to go for that mid gank, but it looks like our first effort is here. Random Engineer coming across. And Cawthon felt it coming. Right now, ReGen Rebel up about a level. As our double altar phase is spawning through. Lucio just getting dismounts here on the top left. The altars are now activating. Random Engineer going to use that movement speed from the level 4 to move back. Cawthon may have moved out a little too far. There's the Entomb catch. Great job on the placement of that silence zone. First blood goes over to Hardstuck support group. Taco being stunned out, has to pop the cryo freeze. Random Engineer re-engage, and May is going to fall. Lucio caught in the cocoon here, as that's a double kill for Hardstuck support group. Ooh, Lucio caught hard by the Li Ming Seeker. That glass cannon online is, what's that, an extra 15% damage? 20% damage. Ali G's starting this channel here. Hardstuck support group striking back on the board. Still down 32 to 16 in health, but health is just a resource here on Towers of Doom. Zool and Leoric battling it away. Syl got a little bit low there. Ooh, Random Engineer going to be thrown into the base. Has the dig to escape. Avalanche not going to catch an Uberak here. Good attempt from Taco. Cawthon went Echoes of Death on 13. Okay. A little bit more of a team fight focus there. I imagine that leads to the Mortal Wounds on 20, but we'll see how the build finishes out here for Cawthon. He might go Crippling Scythe on 16 as well, since he went with the Echoes. Very even in levels here. Both teams should grab their 16s at about the same time, barring any sporadic hero kills. Our next triple phase is about to announce here. This is a big one for Hardstuck support group. We're only on 16 core health right now. We would love to get 2 of these at least. Random Engineer, the long charge onto Meow Meow Cats. Nice Entomb as well. Wiggles away from the silent zone, but still goes down. 2 are pushed away here. Zool's going to grab the top right. This Lunatic looking to interrupt Smack Loud. Comes around on it. Going to be too late, though. 1 for 1 here. Is now Leoric going for the top left. There we go. 2 for 1 for Hardstuck support group. Going to keep their core health at 12.
Let the Gravekeeper know my power.
Lunatic, ooh, taking a big hit there from Smackloud. There it is, the Decrepify on 16 for Zool. Random Engineer gonna get the catch onto Cawthon. Is there enough damage in range? It doesn't look like it. Still tried to go over the wall with the Entomb, but Cawthon had already escaped. Oh, Meow Meow Cats going right into the mix there. Able to walk away. All of a sudden, what was looking like a victory lap for ReGen Rebel, Hardstuck support group once again coming back in the mid-game. Are making a run at this. Gonna start to try to bruise up this bottom fort. Zool gonna be pushing into that top tower as Leoric. Gonna stay for one more wave here. Oh, it's gonna start to come on down. This could be a sign Hardstuck support group wants a fight. Still does have the Entomb available. Going in there looking for somebody, but no one going to show in range. Zool pushing into 2 towers now, just throwing these minions in. Will have to be checked by Hardstuck support group at some point. Single altar getting ready to spawn here on the top side. Zool is coming down to join the team as Random Engineer was coming across. Looks like we'll have a big 5v5 here. Taco trying to catch one, won't get it. Syl is going to get the hit onto Meow Meow Cats. Starting to move away here as Cawthon hits a big Poison Nova onto 2. Everyone's starting to stay alive though. Cawthon is still up, swiping away. Zool goes down. Ali G in trouble, will get dunked 1 for 1 here so far in the fight, but Taco, ooh, has the icing but doesn't get away there. Syl super low, but had the Drain Hope attached. Oh, that is Leoric to fall. 2 for 2 here. Oh my gosh, Omar G getting smoked there as Meow Meow Cats finishes up the baseline quest. Somehow Smackloud finishes the channel there. Hardstuck support group grab a hard-fought 4. Now Lunatic is killed by the Disintegration Beam. Smackloud is going to be looking for some resets. Omar G on the chase. Disintegration Beam will help. That is Asmodan to fall. Frostman Pat is taken out next. The ace for the price of 2 for Hardstuck support group at a very timely engage there. And they're going to pick up this bottom fort. Theo back on the battlefield, gonna try to ease up these lanes that Zool has been prepping. Zool gonna go over to the top camp here as Leo is showing on the top lane. And right now, Hardstuck support group is just setting up to hold this bottom lane. Members are starting to file in here from ReGen Rebel. Leo coming down to join the team. Oh, thinking about it. Taco. Oh, that's an interrupt. And, oh, what a play there. They interrupted the icing and then pounced. Doubling the rewind is used. Frostman Pat barely gets away. Still able to get out. Ali G. Oh, it just has to pop it. Just pop it. There it is. Junkrat goes down. Double kill here for Hardstuck support group. But once again, Zool is just heavily sieging both of these lanes. Random Engineer gonna get the 5 shots here.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeeper's call.
Sappers are claimed by Hardstuck support group. Leo has to deal with this pressure. ReGen Rebel are really priming these lanes right now. If they can get a big turnaround team fight, they're going to be able to take a lot of this map. Sappers being cleared here by ReGen Rebel. Leo doing a little bit of double soak maintenance on Cawthon as the next round of Sappers is coming on in. It is a double altar phase coming up next. It'll be in the top lane. Taco trying to engage there onto Omar G. Now Random Engineer moves on through. Double stun onto Taco, and that is Mei going down. But so does Li Ming. 1 for 1 there. Riptire clears the remainder of these sappers for the most part. Still bumped into range. Oh, tried to get the Entomb there onto Lunatic, but didn't quite get it. Activation is starting. Cawthon is going to take this top tower here for ReGen Rebel. Uh-oh. Trouble is brewing. Random Engineer has barely enough shielding to survive. Meow Meow Cats is looking for any kind of vision there, but Random Engineer is going to move away. Back to 4-4. On the shot potential. Syl is not going to let Cawthon channel this one for free. Manages to get away with the unstoppable there. Cawthon continuing to channel. Can anyone go for the interrupt here? MRG trying to get in range. No, not getting there in time, but 2 are put into the Entomb. Meow Meow Cat's caught as well. What an Entomb placement from Syl. Gonna be 1 for 1 there. Oh no, Omar G in huge trouble, taking double tower shots. That is it for Vala. What a play once again by Frostman Pat. Taco engages onto 2. ReGen Rebel are starting to come back here. Ali G with the swipes. Can Syl get away? Looks like yes. Ali G, though, might not be so lucky. Sound barrier from Lunatic allows the re-engage. That's Stukov. That's Leoric. ReGen Rebel with a triple for the price of 1 here. All of a sudden, they're wrestling this map control right back. Total control of top and mid, and now they're moving in for the boss. Hardstuck support group still 20 seconds without the majority of their team. This will put the core of Hardstuck support group down to 4. They do manage to take their top tower back. ReGen Rebel. We got a double phase next. We gotta burn this down. Looks like it'll be a reset on structures here. And Hardstuck support group, they've got to engage here. They can't dance around these altars.
Red team has destroyed a fort. The time is now, heroes. Playing the altars.
Leo's going for the top channel here. Crossman Pat going to be interrupted by the Li Ming. They got to get in there. Random Engineer goes in for the interrupt, but Li Ming goes down. A new Brat going to fall as well. Syl bumped around into the background. That is Zool to fall here. Hardstuck support group. Oh, they're going to lose Junkrat and Stukov. It's a total bloodbath here. Omar G in trouble. They're going to be rooted and stunned. Leo gets away from Meow Meow Cats there, but Syl, the only one left, unfortunately not going to be able to get to this channel in time. ReGen Rebel manages to hang on and are going to take the victory here in game number 2. GG. Very nicely done there by ReGen Rebel. Hardstuck support group nearly got the comeback on them once again, but they couldn't quite roll it over there on Towers of Doom. That means we are setting up for game number 3. Exciting stuff. Let's go to the post-game. Check out the statistics here. Omar G on the Vala. Over 80,000 hero damage coming out for Hardstuck support group. Over on the side of ReGen Rebel, Meow Meow Cats on the Asmodan. 71,500 hero damage. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard. Get ready for the next game. PJ Forget, thank you very much for the follow. see that we are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen for game number 3, once again chosen by ReGen Rebel. Let's go to the draft. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Hardstuck support group will once again be the first to act. They will ponder. The ponderances will continue. We've been getting a lot of followers this week. We're about to hit our goal again. Only 2 away from our 970, creeping ever closer to 4 digits. Isn't that fun? Lucio going to be our opening band here for Hardstuck support group. Not wanting anyone to get cleansed out of trouble here. Speaking of cleansed out of trouble, Anduin once again going to be removed. Tomb of the Spider Queen, pretty small map. Wave clear is important. I'd like to see Hardstuck support group go back to what they did in game number 1, which is just go for big team fight wombos. I feel like that play did a lot of good for them in game number 1. Predictions? I could do a prediction for this last one. It's Junkrat or Johann. Junkrat band, Johanna band. Why my cheering isn't working. Yeah, I'll do one for you, Cabo. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. I'm gonna have to do some more testing on that. It's a new feature of the stream. It seems to work on some scenes, but not other scenes. So I will look more into it. Probably just gonna go back and refund all the cheers. Refund the bananas. Smackloud did grab that Tassadar first. Beastrend going for the Sonya. Taco going for Sylvanas. Drink water? I'll drink some water. It's strange. I wonder why it's not working. I'll give you another free one. Blaze Stukov going to be the choice here for Random Engineer and Ali G. Looking like a big pile of trouble as Gaslow going to be banned out by ReGen Rebel. Prudent in the bans. Hardstuck support group, looking at the Sonya Sylvanas. Ban Diablo. Okay. I was thinking Greymane is possibly on the table here, just to go with the Hyper Push comp. We'll see what ReGen Rebel wants to pick up alongside this Sylvanas. I wouldn't mind a Hanzo either. Just something that's out of range of Tassadar. Crossman Pat gonna choose the Jaina though, and Cawthon going for ETC. More red cheering going on in the chat. That's a shame that isn't working right now. Works on the home screen just fine. Hardstuck support group looking to round out their composition. Omar G going for the Chromie. Sill taking a Nubarak. That is a deadly looking composition. Nubarak to stun him, Tassadar to lock him in, Blaze follow-up, Stukov puddle, Chromie damage. ReGen Rebel's gonna have to watch out on this one. Why not in the NGS channel? I only do Storm Division on the NGS channel. Lunatic, last pick Rhaegar here for ReGen Rebel. Prediction was asked for. Let's do it. Fire it up. Let's go back to me. Here we go. Game number 3 on the left in the blue. It is Hardstuck support group. Ali G on the Stukov, Random Engineer playing an Uberak, Smackloud on the Chromie, Omar G on Tassadar, and Sill is playing Blaze. On the right in the red, we've got ReGen Rebel. Cawthon on ETC, Lunatic is playing Rhaegar, Taco on the Sylvanas, Beastrend on Jaina, Frostman Pat is on... Wait, no, Frostman Pat's on the Jaina. Beastrend is on Sonya. Game number 3. It's all coming down to this. The double mage long-range setup for Hardstuck support group. ETC Jaina for ReGen Rebel. Random Engineer going in for the damage here in the early going as Taco. Ooh, Taco's got to watch out for that silent zone. Takes the wave on back. As ReGen Rebel taking some initiative here on the wave clear. Slide onto Random Engineer, has the move to get over the wall. Checking out our level 1 talents, and Chromie has gone for the W quest here on level 1. ETC gonna be looking for globes for that prog rock quest. Those are our level 1 quests. Chromie getting the little cheeky time stop on the path to the top lane. Cawthon, was looking for Random Engineer there, taking a big chunk of damage. Sill wanted to get the connection onto Lunatic, but could not get the jet propulsion to stick. A lot of attempts so far in the early going, but no first blood just yet. Cawthon gonna force a few more interrupts, but Chromie should be able to get those no problem. So right now it looks like Sylvanas has broken off to do that bottom camp here for ReGen Rebel. Let's see if Hardstuck support group sniffs that one out. Right now, Blaze and Sonya continuing to do battle here. As Taco trying to finish up this camp. Top side engage here onto Cawthon. There is the static fence, along with the silence puddle. It's going to get all the more deadly once we get that growing infestation going on 7. Taco does end up finishing that bottom side camp. Sill a little bit light on resources here for this potential push. Looks like Omar G is coming around to try to help with this wave clear. We do have the Anderhall anomaly here for Chromie, so we're going to have all those extra time traps. Cawthon just going to eat these hits. Oh, Sylvanas actually going down on the low side here. So it looks like ETC was able to turn in for ReGen Rebel. First blood goes over to Hardstuck support group. Nice pick off on the bottom side there. At least I'm pretty sure it was a nice pick off. Random Engineer in a little bit of trouble here, being chased out by the slows of Lunatic. Nice wall placement, though, from Tassadar. Is going to get a Nubarak back to safety. Chromie's still working on those stacks. It's a little bit tough on this map. I mean, you've got Tassadar to help clear those waves for sure. Usually when Chromie is sort of the main wave clear focus, it's a little bit tough to be taking that W quest because your Ws are always going in the wave. And we see that here. SmackLoud is having to do a lot of Ws on wave clear rather than trying to get Ws on the opponent. Some of those traps discovered here. SmackLoud continues to interrupt. Lunatic trying to intercept, but one of them gets through. Cawthon just going to keep on hammering those gems, trying to get them turned in here. Lunatic is going to force out Chromie, but now Tassadar's got the next interrupt. Cawthon just going to give it up, keep on the rotations. Only 5 more gems required, though, for ReGen Rebel. Cawthon's still trying to get these in, but now being harassed by the beetle. Chromie on the top side. Has the sight. Will not allow that turn in. Beastren still needs 2 more to be able to turn in on the bottom side. SmackLoud with 20 able to drop off there. Ali G not going to be able to hit that 13 though. ETC thinking about the bottom turn in next. So now the rotations will continue. Lunatic on 4. That's not going to be enough for a turn in, but still being interrupted by the members of Hardstuck support group. Cawthon will engage there onto an Uberak, but has the burrow charge to move back. Hardstuck support group have done a super job of delaying this out, but they're not really creating the space to get their own turn-ins here. Webweavers do come on through. Taco was able to break away and do that. Omar G in some trouble here in between the lanes. Tassadar will go down. Cawthon was caught on the edge of that slowing sands there, nearly taken out at the start of this phase. Tens are now in for ReGen Rebel. We do have the Ring of Frost, Leap, Mosh Pit, Mind Control. Rhaegar still holding that 10. It's Cawthon moving forward here. Will get the slide onto SmackLoud. Not going to do anything further, though. Looks like Ancestral healing the choice for Rhaegar as Hardstuck support group getting 10s of their own. We saw that slowing sands from Chromie. We also have the Black Hole flailing swipe as, oh, we got a dance here on the low side. Ring of Frost hits as well. Beastren jumps in for good measure. An Uberak going to fall. Cocoon flailing swipe and Blaze still holding that 10. Still gets a stun onto 2. Chromie with a great follow-up there. That's a big pile of pain as Cawthon slides back to safety. Beastren in trouble, gets hit with that black hole, will fall, and the fort does survive. Hardstuck support group creating some space off that kill. We'll see if they can get themselves a turn in here. Ali G sitting on the majority of these. No ranged interrupt available. That means the blue web weavers are now on the way. Sonya back on the battlefield now as Hardstuck support group considering their lane formation here. Here they come. Chromie coming back to join the team here. Looks like the focus will be the top lane. There's the move onto Cawthon. Pile and Silence go out, and ETC is caught. Ring of Frost not in time for the save. Good communication there from Hardstuck support group. Uh-oh, Mind Control's out on the Random Engineer, who still has the shielding to get away. And the push will continue. Blaze pushing through mid as well here for Hardstuck support group as Sonya clears up the bottom lane. Looks like the Web Weaver's almost dealt with. Blaze just chewing down this entire fort, though. Taco is rotating on in. Still going to be safe here. Fort low, fort goes down. First structure blood goes over to Hardstock support group. Trying to get ready for another turn in here. LEG sitting on 25. ReGen Rebel does not have enough for their next turn in. Still with 23 as well. That is a big turn in here. They are short as well. Random Engineer. Ooh, Frostman Pat nearly caught there out of position. Random Engineer didn't want to pull the trigger. Only 3 more gems required for Hardstuck support group to get their next set of web weavers. Both teams dancing around this top turning. There's another engage onto Coffin. Silent Zone comes out. Looks like they're not going to get him this time as the Ring of Frost connects onto an Uberak. Lunatic trying to get out of trouble here. Black Hole on the chase as a Coffin is going to get a big mosh onto the back line, fully going through before LEG can swipe him away. Ancestral Healing does land onto Beastrand, and bolts flying all over the place, but nobody went down in that one. Random Engineer has enough for the turn in here on the low side. This will be Hardstuck support group with the next set of web weavers. Sylvanas going for this top fort. Random Engineer in the area, though. Taco doesn't have a wave to get away. Can the rest of the team get here in time? SmackCloud trying to get to catch up, but Taco gets away with 22 gems on hand. Now they're looking for Beastrand. Uberak trying to catch up there. Can't get the stuns to connect, though. Sonya moves away. Taka once again using that wave. Random Engineer in position to possibly dive this. And Mind Control not going to connect. Ring of Frost is going to hit there onto Chromie. Coffin thinking about moving in, but will get put into the cocoon, as well as stopped by the static fence. Random Engineer doesn't get the knock up there as Coffin is continuing to flank. Beastrand wants to get a hit here as well. Spotted by the time trap from Chromie. SmackCloud sending him on a wild goose chase right now, but ReGen Rebel knows exactly where they're at. They're looking for Chromie, but there's the timeout. Can the rest of the team come on through? Coffin moshes into the back. That is Chromie first to go down. Omar G trying to cleave through, but there's just so much health still on the side of ReGen Rebel. Great healing there by Lunatic. Random Engineer still has a slide. Gets back to safety. Fort with just a sliver of health here. Taco trying to get in range, but oh no, may have overcommitted. Will move over the wall. Uberak, oh, is going to find 2. Double stun comes on out, but still so much healing. Great static fence from Tassadar. That'll be it for Sylvanas. Ring of Frost connects onto 2, but Crossman Pat having to do a fadeaway ult there to get away. A lot of piecemeal fighting going on between these two teams. Engages and re-engages. 4-4 in kills so far. It's now Hardstuck support group with the player advantage are going to go for this top lane boss. All the while that was happening, mid keep nearly going down to the minion pressure. Something to note on the map there. (16 versus 16). Hardstuck support group staying as 5 right now. They're staying as 5. They want this keep. boss, starting to move through the wall, but is already down to half here, and it looks like Hardstuck support group not going to commit. Instead, they're just going to back away. Bruiser camp in the mid going to have to be cleared up, and oh, there's the rotation from Hardstuck support group. The last little nom from the Beetle gets the keep. Nice split off there from the blue side. ReGen Rebel does have enough for their next turn in. Only 13 more needed. Random Engineer does see it. Ooh, Mind Control nearly connecting. There's the slide, but Impale came out first. Beastren looking for a stun in the back, not going to get it. Sonya put into the cocoon here as Cawthon trying to drop off 15, does get them turned in. Ring of Frost will not hit there onto Smack Cloud. Ancestral Healing keeping Beastren alive. Nice dance there by Cawthon. Anubarak goes down. Ali G trying to swipe everyone away. ReGen Rebel gets the turn in and gets the kill there. Webweavers are spawning in. Top side is pretty far back. Bottom side is moving up to the fort, though. Chromie's still one tick away from finishing that level 1 quest. What do you get? CDR on that? Yeah, cooldown and mana. That's a pretty important one. Still missing that last connection. Sylvanas splitting off. One more auto will do it, and there it goes. Hardstuck support group still ahead on structures here. Only 2 keeps remaining here on the right. Top Webweaver continuing to walk it on in. Will actually probably expire before it even reaches the wall, but Hardstuck support group going to help it on its way. Neither team with enough for their next turn in here. Over 2 minutes on the boss. We'll see if there's even much of a reason for the teams to clash until they gather enough gems. Hardstuck support group gonna rotate onto this bottom camp here. ReGen Rebel have the mid clear. We'll have to deal with the bottom lane next. Still on 37 gems here. By far the majority carrier for Hardstuck support group. Trying to get this turn in. Beastrend won't be able to get there. That's a big, big turn in for Hardstuck support group. Cawthon going for an engage. Didn't quite land it. But not having to worry about losing those gems is a big weight off the back of Hardstuck support group here. Both sides on the precipice of 20. Cawthon going for the super flank along with the rest of ReGen Rebel, staying together as 5. Chromie is going to spot it though with this time trap. They see they have been scouted. Hardstuck support group does have their 20s now. They'll only have a brief advantage. It's now ReGen Rebel just going to say thank you very much. We'll take this fort. Hardstuck support group not going to be able to engage in time unless Random Engineer goes for it right now. Goes for the long one. Going to be cleansed there by Lunatic. Mind Control out onto Anubarak, but this is a fight. Nice hit there from Blaze. Beastrend into the back is going to be peeled backwards, though. Sonya first to go down. Lunatic, oh, what a wall there. Rhaegar trying to get away on the top side, slowed and removed. Hardstuck support group with the double kill. Can they turn this into a core push? They've got pressure in the mid lane, and they've got 2 kills. And it looks like they're going to give this a shot. They're going to stop for a moment to get this bruiser camp. I mean, they've got 40 seconds. Might as well get a little extra support, I suppose. 30 seconds on Sonya, and here they come. They've got the catapults coming on through as well as this bruiser camp. Hardstuck support group are going to try to end right here. Crossman Pat, nice combo onto 2. Random Engineer moves in, but is very, very low. Jaina is caught. Cawthon with a nice dance onto 2. It's going to be Jaina for a Nubarak here. Core is down to 60% as the move in continues. Ali G with the swipes away is now the core back down past 33. This is looking like it's going to be it. Hardstuck support group surges on through after a late team fight victory. We'll take the series 2-1. GG. Solid series there from both sides. 2 very evenly matched teams. Today, Hardstuck support group coming out ahead will take the 2-1 victory, but very nicely played by ReGen Rebel as well. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the statistics. Omar G on the Tassadar. Top siege, top hero damage for Hardstuck support group. Over on the side of ReGen Rebel, Taco on the Sylvanas, 53,500 hero damage for ReGen Rebel. We'll take a quick look at the talents, and we'll see if we can get an interview with our winning squad. Hello, Smackloud and Sil. Congratulations on the 2-1 victory.
Thank you.
Pretty hard-fought series there, back and forth all 3 games. I mean, tell me about the matchup. Is this seemed like a team you were pretty familiar with, and you've played with them, against them in previous seasons?
Yes.
I'll let you take this one, Sil. Yeah.
I used to be on ReGen Rebel for 2.5 seasons. 2.5
Okay.
seasons. So I'm the newbie on this team. So I know some of them, but they have a very new roster this season, and boy, they played well. So GG ReGen Rebel.
Very, super back and forth there. It seemed like the advantage for Hardstuck support group there tended to come through about level 10 each game. Do you feel like that's a style you tend to draft where like heroics come online, it's go time, or did that just sort of happen to be how this series panned out?
I mean, I think they banned away some of the heroes that we usually focus for, like the level 10s. Like the Anduin, I think, was banned every game, and we like to combo with Light Bomb a lot. But these games, I don't think we focus too much on the heroics for our drafts.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just taking a look at the series as a whole here, it seemed like communication around rotations was very important there. I mean, game number 1, it was Garrosh trying to catch people off guard, and then ETC doing a lot of flanks there in game number 3. How did the team feel communication wise about spotting those flanks?
Yeah, I think especially on Tomb of the Spider Queen, vision was super important, and being prepared for the rotations. In the second game on towers, the Lucio caused a lot of problems for our rotations and stuff like that. So I think we struggled in that game a little bit because of the rotations.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Lucio on towers is definitely a tough one there, to be sure.
That first game, they did such a good job of that surprise gank. And so after that one, they did it again. So I hung back a little bit so I could get a counter stun on them playing Blaze. And that seemed to really help our team out in seeing what they were trying to do to us. So I see you, Taco, and you guys over there on ReGen Rebel. Oh, it's well done.
Definitely a lot of engage and counter engage in those fights. It wasn't necessarily just one team jumped the other and it was over. In those sort of extended fights there where there's a lot of cooldown spent, there's a lot of heroics not available. Did you feel confident in those types of sort of chase down re-engages, especially there in game number 3? I mean, Anubarak just running them down mercilessly multiple times there. Did you feel like that was a strength of your comp there, was the re-engage?
I'll
I
let
think
you
we
take.
had, yeah, I think we had a lot of kind of blow up potential, but also preventing them from getting away. So yeah, when we re-engage, like Omar G with the Tassadar put out some like really clutch walls to keep them down. So we had slows, stuns, walls, and if they were trying to get away and not like peeling really well, we could just kind of delete them.
Well, looking super solid out there today. Very close match overall. We're closing in towards the end of the season here. Only a few more weeks left. Are there any teams left that you haven't faced yet that you're really looking forward to face, or possibly teams you're looking forward to rematch come playoff times?
I mean, ReGen Rebel was the team I was thinking about all season. I was joking at the start, like, should we play them early, when we're both not strong, or play them late, when we're at like maximum power for the season kind of thing. But we, back in Division E, when we first started our first season here, we had a big rivalry with them. There was a lot of like friendly trash talking throughout the season. So I'd been anticipating this game, and this was the one I was kind of looking forward to.
All right. Well, it was a solid 2-1 victory for the much anticipated match. Congratulations once again on that. The floor is yours. Any shout outs you'd like to make before we head out?
Shout out to you for the cast. Always appreciate it. Looking forward to watching the VOD after this. And shout out to ReGen Rebel and all of Hardstuck support group. Really good games. Lots of fun.
Yeah, likewise. GG, everyone. Well played.
Good stuff. Spackloud, Sil, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck going forward in the season.
Thanks.
Bye. Good night.
See ya.